Habs, end of season report cards, Bees and beyond. Right here at Talking Habs with Rick. That's me. Okay, before I get into that, please like, subscribe, ring that bell that's down there. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. Okay, question of the day. Not really a question, but let me know what you guys think of my grades and what changes you guys would make. Whatever comments, comment section below. I read them all. And I guess we can get right into this video. So first up, I'm going to do the B's because I did the A's and the A plus, A minus, the A last video. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. So we'll start with B plus. First one up for B plus is Jesperi Kokaniemi. 11 goals, 23 assists, 34 points in 79 games is a good season for any rookie. Most of all, an 18-year-old rookie. KK had a wonderfully unexpected rookie season. Yes, he fell off a little after the All-Star break, but that's to be expected from such a young man. He's only going to get better with age and experience. I love this kid already. He has a great attitude, and he kept learning and getting better all season until the drop off. Right up until the drop off. So I expect great things from him in the years to come. I love his shot. I love the way he cares about if he makes a mistake or not. He really cares about his game and its development. I love that about him. I love the fact that he smiles all the time. He's always happy, and it's good. Doesn't get down on himself. I really like that. And I thought Julian really managed him well. At the end of the season, he had that drop off, and he managed his ice time, I thought, very well. And I didn't disagree with the changing the lines. I don't think it hurts him. I think it only makes him better. Next up, Paul Byron. Byron had a good season, interrupted by a suspension and 2 injuries, allowing him just 56 games played. He put up very respectable numbers of 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points, with 3 game winners, 95 shots on goal, a plus 16, 16% shooting percentage, which I know earlier video I said it was Andrew Shaw that had the team lead. That was the team lead in shooting percentage, 16%. And also 114 hits to go along with all that. He's a very fast skater with good hands and a good hockey sense. A great pickup on the waiver wire 4 seasons ago, and he can fill in for a short period in a top 6 role and is perfectly suited for the bottom 6 where he provides speed and skill and energy. He feeds off opponents' mistakes and can streak in from the wing to pick up loose pucks and create chances, as he did all year. He got a few of his goals that way, just streaking in. Yeah, I like Byron, and a great pickup, off the waiver wire. Can't argue with that. Okay, those are the 2 B pluses. The B's. Yoel Armia, another great pickup by Bergie. A legitimate third-line winger who has a nose for the puck and breaking up opponents' plays coming out of their defensive zone and causing havoc in the neutral zone. He would have gotten a B plus with a little more finish to his game, no pun intended. He's a Finn. He needs to be signed. I'd like to see what the finish line can do in a second season together. I think Armia has potential to score 20 goals, maybe even next season. Next up, Artsuri Lehkonen, another Finnish player. Lehkonen played all 82 games, putting up 11 goals, 20 assists, 31 points. 4 game-winning goals. A little underwhelming on the surface, but if you take into account that he is fast, played well on the PK, and despite his goal droughts, he didn't lack for chances and near misses. He played really well defensively, and despite the lack of offense, rarely hurt this team anywhere on the ice. He didn't play on the power play, so don't blame him there. He had 176 shots on goal, 120 hits, and 39 blocked shots. I hope they keep him around. He's a restricted free agent. Okay, so if you missed my first report card, by the way, just take a look up there in that little card up there. I'm going to put it there, so you just click on that. You can see my first report card. You can wait till near the end of the video to do that. Off to the B minuses. First up, Jordy Ben. Ben had a pretty decent season. Career highs in goals and points. 93 shots on goal, 124 hits, 128 blocked shots, and really settled down in the last 20 games or so, reducing his bad turnovers, and finding some chemistry with Kulak and Folin, at different times this season. His experience really helped the younger guys. He stepped up to become a very reliable fifth defenseman. That all being said, I don't think he'll be back next season, as the Habs have other options that are younger and just as inexpensive, if not more. Next up, Brett Kulak. Kulak came out of nowhere to become a fixture on the Habs blue line. He's even worked his way up to number 4, but I don't think that will last for long. With Juleson in the wings and a potential, if you hear that, it's my cat, by the way, a potential free agent signing of a top 4 defenseman. He'll probably go back to being a very dependable third pairing guy. He has a surprising decent shot from the point and can score occasionally from there. He's got room for improvement, and I think he'll do just that next season. Next up, Christian Folin. Folin played just 19 games for Montreal and was a surprisingly dependable 6D man. I like what I saw from him, and at a very affordable salary. I think it's $650,000, but he's unrestricted. He should be re-signed, I think. At the very least, can be a fill-in guy at a low cap hit. He earned the B- with his solid play on the third pairing with Ben. He made mistakes, yes, but didn't hurt the team overall when he was out there. Now, next up, my 2 worst. A D goes to Jonathan Drouin. For a guy who finished 4th in points, matched his career high in points with 53, and led the team in power play points with 16, you may wonder why I gave him a D. With the talent he has, he should be leading this team in many stats. But what we get is a very disappointing player who gets points in bunches, but disappears the rest of the time. And that doesn't cut it whether he is 23 or 38 or 28 or 50. He needs much more consistency. So I don't want to see him go, not necessarily, but I do think the Habs will shop him around this offseason. I'll be doing a video on my thoughts about that, by the way. If they can get value back, I think they will move him. In the last 20 games, no goals, even though the Habs desperately needed him to do just that. For me, the 3 biggest reasons the Habs are playing golf right now are, number 1, the suck-ass power play. Number 2, Niemi totally being a bust. And number 3, Drouin. Drouin's inconsistency all season. If he was consistent all season, it would have been a different outcome. The power play wouldn't have been as bad. It's a lot to go on him. I know he's young and all that, but anyway, I think the Habs are shopping him around. Hockey Guy agrees with that, by the way. Next up, F. I would think by now everyone knows where that's going to. Antti Niemi. While Niemi had a decent first third of the season, he basically stunk the joint out the rest of it. Shaky and unreliable, the best way to describe him. And because of that, Price had to completely pick up the load the final 25 games, risking injury. He won't be back next season, and that's a good thing. Well, there you go. Those are the rest of the team. There's a few other players. They didn't play a big enough role for me to grade them, so I'm not going to. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. And let me know what you think of my grades and what changes you'd make. I read all my comments. Leave a comment in the comment section. I appreciate that, and I love to get your comments, guys. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave a couple up here. One I'm going to pick, one I let YouTube pick, and I hope you enjoy those. Well, I hope you do. I try to pick something based on something I'm doing now. Anyway, enjoy that, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.